Hello, we are going to another Dawntrail dungeon. This one's called Origenics. Origenics. As a reminder, I make long guides, and so if you're coming here looking for a short guide, you're not going to get a short guide. You're better off looking for other YouTube channels. Okay, so this is going to be at least 30 minutes long, probably closer to 45 minutes. Most likely going to be an hour because of how much I talk. So, just putting that out there. Because the expansion just came out, and so people might be looking for guides and clicking around, things like that. But okay. First off, I'm going to grab these ads and move my way around all these boxes to the next set. Oh my goodness. These guys are pretty big, and so they fill up the camera space, and because of all these boxes everywhere, if you get motion sickness, your camera can pop in and out like this a lot, and so be careful with that if you're sensitive to those things. I am, and so like I'm moving around a bit because I'm trying to make sure like I can see all the ads and like move out of the way of the AoEs, and yeah, I was trying to find a good spot so that my camera wouldn't kill. And there we go. See, like I'm trying to pull the camera out as far as I can, and then I can still see my character here. Watch out for these line AoEs. What level is this? This is level 99? Wow, we're really getting close to the end. Alright, so we're gonna be on an elevator here. We're gonna go to this elevator console and interact with it in order to get the elevator to move, and then some ads will spawn. Just kidding. Spoilers for later. We just go out. There is a fight where the ads show up on the elevator. I don't know if did I already do that one? Maybe it's later in this dungeon. Because I remember specifically for that one, I had a little bit of motion sickness. Because usually fighting on an elevator is like too much motion for me. But yeah, I noted this in the previous dungeon, but there's one sentry that's a little different. It's G9 instead of S9 for these ones, and so that one kind of like is a bit more stationary than the others, and so I try to pull the other ads closer to this G1, and then this G1 also tends to have a bit more health than the others. I'm hitting this one with my sword, and this one's hitting my back with its sword. Okay, in this next area, I think it's just, you just run over here. There's like no ads over here. if you run with the NPCs, you can like go read all these terminal things, but typically people are rushing these if you're running with the duty roulette. Okay, this boss in particular hits kind of hard, and so you can wipe pretty quickly with this, but we'll take a look at stuff. The shriek thing is a raid wipe. Okay, Vasoconstrictor. So we got these two like green puddles out here. Okay, and they've got these like green balls in them. If you stand in one of them, you get a poison dot, okay? And then, so just try not to run into these orbs. The bosses, I want to call them legs, okay, are going to lift up. Whichever side lifts up, that's the side that's going to get these circle AoEs. And so you want to go to the opposite side. And now, these AoEs can stretch kind of far. So for here, it looks like, oh, they're just here and here. Sometimes they can go a little bit further than you think. And so you gotta like, kind of stay consistent with your movement. Okay, so this leg is up now on this side, and so I don't want to be over here. I want to run to the other side. Okay, now it alternates, and so I'm going to run back to the other side. Okay, it's on that side again, so I just stay over here. Okay. Let's take a look at what that looks like over in this video. There we go. Okay, so there's the green stuff. You don't want to run into those. Alright, so the AoEs are going to be on this side, so you don't want to be over here. Okay, see what I mean? It like spanned a bit further than half the stage, these AoEs, and so you have to run like all the way over here. Oh, I got hit with that. Okay, so I got hit with 77k in a Vuln stack. That's a lot of damage. Let's see. I was standing in it ever so slightly. Yeah, so that I just got clipped by that. Okay, so now the leg is up on this side, so I gotta run to the other side. Yeah, see this person, the dancer, they did their little dance dash thingy, but they still got clipped by this thing. So that's how they got 78, almost 79,000 basically in a Vuln stack. And let's look at what happened up here. The healer and the tank are up here, and yeah, they were running through and they got clipped by the one in the middle. So everyone's basically getting hit with this stuff. Okay, so it's over here, so we want to stay on this side. Okay, the healer accidentally ran through the middle, so the healer died. Okay, now it's on this side, so we gotta run over here. And I got clipped by that one, and so see, it can be pretty spicy. And then definitely if a healer dies, then the group kind of falls apart, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So be careful with that one. This next mechanic is gonna do some telegraphs and then it will hit. So wait, let me go back. Okay, so first here we've got a cleave that goes basically to here to here. Okay, what is this? Half, and then one. It's not even a quarter. It's like a fifth, maybe. I don't know. Let's not get too picky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a fifth. Okay, so like a quarter. Oh wait, half. Okay, wait. 1 plus 1, 5. So we times this by 5 and then times this by 2. So then we get 2 over here, and this turns to 10. And this one's 10. And this one's 5. So that equals 7. 5 plus 2 is 7 tenths. So 7 tenths of the stage is going to be hit with the cleave. What's 70% of a circle? How many degrees is that? Okay. Okay. I wondered if having hot chocolate while running or making the guide would be a bad idea, but you know, this, okay, clearly we gotta move on. Okay, so it does is going to do a cleave, right? So it telegraphs it first. So I'm going to pre-position myself into a safe spot, but we're going to get another telegraph, and here it's the same amount but on the other side. And so what I'm thinking is, all right, after the first hit, I'm going to run to the other side. Okay, and this cast right here is when it's gonna finish hitting. So during the cast, it shows us where it's gonna go. Okay, I moved from here to like kind of over here to kind of pre-position myself so that I can run over. Okay, and then the last part it's gonna hit is just directly in the back. So I know I don't want to go anywhere near over here, but I can go this way, and there's a bit of safe spots over here. So it hits once, and I run across. Oh, I got cleaved by that because I didn't know exactly where the middle was. So if we get hit with it, it's 41k and a 1 stack. Okay, and then there's the last hit there. I will see that again. This is a raid wide. Okay, vasoconstrictor. There's, watch out for these green things, and then make sure you're looking at these legs. Okay, it's on this side, so we want to be over here. Okay, now it's on the other side, so we gotta run across. Like, just keep going, you know, like don't stop. There's a chance you're gonna get clipped by something. Okay, so I got hit with one of them. And so it's about 60k and a 1 stack, but then here we have a spread situation. Okay, venom spill is the spread thing. So with this, the legs over here, so I'm like, oh, I gotta go on this side. Yo, you guys, can you move over? No. Okay, that's fine, I'll just get hit with the thing. So with the NPCs, they really don't adjust for you, so you gotta figure out where they're at. And like, I could have ran here or over here, but you know, it's kind of tricky. I would say to make that a little bit easier, like when you're running with other people, like only keep the melee people, so the tank and the melee here if you can, and then the healer and the range can like be a little bit further back, so you have room to spread those AoEs, or else it gets a little bit more spacey. Okay, collective agony, this is the stack. Raid wide. Tink buster. Okay, so this is the cleave again. I pre-position myself. Wait for the first hit, and then I'm gonna run directly across. Okay, run across. There we go. And then just don't even go to the back. ray glide. Okay, and all these mechanics are just repeating now. Like, I would say try to go a little, if you can, go beyond, like just outside the hitbox of the boss. Like, if you're like further back, it's a little bit harder to see, but if you can kind of figure out like where this line is, like anywhere over here in this last kind of column will be safe. And then over here, anything kind of past this column. Like, I haven't seen the AoEs cross over this far or anything. Cool. Okay, so here, if you can't tell, there's like this kind of shimmery wall thing, and even our little robot friend here is saying not the best camouflage now, is it? So we're walking through this. Okay, I'm grabbing all these. Ooh, we got a Sentry S10 along with some 9s. Okay, oh yeah, it's definitely taller than the other ones. So I'm grabbing all these, and I'm gonna grab the treasure and then keep going for the next area. Oh, they have one. It becomes disorienting for me to have to like turn around and like go grab the stuff back there. So sometimes I do prefer running with other people. Hopefully they run the ads to me, but that's also not a guarantee. But here we are. Watch out for these big cones and like circle AoEs. I think I do stand in some of them to see how much damage you get. One of them hits kind of hard. Okay, so I'm gonna stand in the circle one, and this one's coming from the Sentry S10. It's like jumping up right now. Okay, so like 42. Okay. Alice got hit with it. Dude, Alice. Always standing and stuff. Okay, so Alice, okay, so I see what happens. Alice was moving to dodge out of the cone AoE, and usually when they are standing, when they are dodging something, they move and then wait for the thing to resolve before they move or attack again. But where she went to dodge happened to be inside this circle, and so she got hit with this just like I did, so it was a decent amount of damage. You see how much our bars went down from the circle one? Okay, see? So if something like this happens and you're like healing, you're like, what the heck was that? It's probably this circle AoE from this one. Okay, so the cone one is 20k, which isn't that bad. Okay, and now we jump on this thingy and I'll teleport us to the next area. Alright, so we're gonna go this way. Every time I've run this, I'm like, can I jump on another one and go teleport somewhere else? You can't. So we gotta go down this pathway. it's a long hallway. This long hallway type situation can be difficult because the NPCs can always see you, and so they might not run as far with you, and so you gotta for sure make sure that you have the ad so you don't have to double back so much. Okay. There's some donuts. Okay, incendiary circle. Oh, it might be a circle AoE or a donut. I don't know. We'll see later. But watch for that if you're running around. Okay, yeah, it is. It was a donut. If you're running, like, don't stop and like stand in that. You know, just keep running and grab everything and then position yourself for the stuff. I just kept going to be in a bigger open area. I think we end up dying though, because yeah, we end up dying. I didn't mitigate well, and also the healer was far away from me, so that's what happens in long hallways. Did I mitigate at all? I didn't mitigate as I was pulling, so that was part of the problem. I think I thought I'd have my invuln up, but I had used it previously already. But when you have to reset, all of your cooldowns reset. So I do have the thing now. Except now I gotta run all the way back there. Let me skip ahead. Yeah, gotta run through all this whole thing. Okay. They're just hanging out. I was like, where are they? Yeah, these guys are just hanging out on the sides now. Okay, so I bring them all down here instead of trying to go further there. And that way I know that he is going to be close to me. Well, I stay closer to him. But then this one, the G10, see, it doesn't move as much. It moves just close enough to be in range, and then it kind of stays there, whereas the other ones move closer to me. And then these robot dudes do the big circle AoEs. So you gotta stand inside. Yeah, I'm running it back a little just so this G10 one comes into this area a bit more. Okay, and then random people are gonna get targeted with these circle AoEs, so gotta get out of those. See, this really doesn't move that much. Yeah, I gotta keep pulling it forward. Okay, inside the donut. Out of the circle AoE. Yeah, there's treasure here. Okay, second boss. This boss is kind of similar to a boss we saw in one of the Heavensward Alliance raids. It's got these arm things. Okay, so some mechanics might be familiar if you've done that fight. Raid wide. So this mechanic, Bionic Thrash, these wing hand things, one's going to be lifted upwards like this, and then one is going to be tilted down like this. And so that's kind of showing you where it's going to hit. The front one is hitting and facing this way, the front, and then the back one is going over here like this. It might be hard to tell from this angle. So there we go. Like I turned my camera just a little bit to see the angle. So I see that this hand is reaching forward north, and this one is going more backwards than forwards. You know what I'm saying? So because this one's going more back, it's gonna hit this quadrant. Since this one's going more forward, it's gonna hit this front quadrant. There we go. Okay, so we gotta watch out and then just go into one of the safe quadrants. Okay. She like swings the arms and then hits kind of thing. Initiate androids. Alright, so we're gonna get some ads around. Remember that one wall that was shimmering and we can walk through it? It was fake. That's what this is. So this is a real one, this is a real one, and these shimmery ones are the fake ones. And so you want to stand in line with where the shimmery ones are so that you don't get hit with the line AoE. They're all going to show line AoEs, but the fake ones won't actually hit you. There we go. See, I didn't get hit with anything. However, the real ads will show up, and so we gotta pick them up. G9s. Didn't we fight some before? Or were they S9s? Okay, initialize turrets. So on the sides of the stage will be these boxes that will populate. As you can see, 2 of the boxes are just like solid color and 2 are like shimmery, like glitching out. So the ones that are glitching out are going to be fake boxes. Maintaining 80% coordinated rate. Okay, so the 20% is because these ones are not really working, I'm assuming. And so I'm going to stand, similar to when the other ads were out over here, I'm going to stand where the shimmery one was so that I don't actually get hit with these line AoEs. If you don't catch it at the beginning, like once these animation effects go out, you might be like, oh shoot, which one is it? But you can still kind of tell ever so slightly from the top of the box. Like this doesn't have green stuff on it. This does have green stuff, like the glow. Like they still have these dots, but like the glow of the tops look a little different. So yeah, or you can follow other people. Okay, there we go. But now we're gonna get it on this side too, so you gotta turn your camera. And the shimmery things are in the middle, so you want to stand in the middle so you don't get hit with the stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay, surge. So for this one, see these arrows? They're going to push you in that direction. And so along the outside of the stage is this like electricity thingy. And so if you go through one of these fake shimmery boxes, you're gonna slide right into the electricity thing. This is how they bamboozle you, you know? You think you always have to go to them, but actually in this version, you want to get hit, you want to run into a solid object. And so that's the regular ones, regular looking ones. So I'm gonna adjust myself so that I do that. But we got these circle AoEs, so you also have to address yourself with other people. So you can look on this side, but then the boxes on this side also have their own thing. So some people can go this way and some people can go that way. I was standing in between theirs and I was like, oh no, you guys. So I got hit with all 3. And they got hit with 2 because they got hit with mine also. So we didn't die, but it was sure close. Okay, so you want to spread those out a little bit if you can coordinate them. Initialize androids. Okay, so pan your camera so you can see where the androids are. Okay, so we got 2 fake ones here. So I want to go to the fake one. Oh, bionic thrash though. Okay, so this one is in the back, so it's gonna cleave like this. This one's in the front again, so it's gonna cleave like this. So you have to do this mechanic and also this line AoE. So I already pre-positioned myself for the line AoE one, so I know I'm okay. But then for this quadrant one, I had to check that I'm also in a safe quadrant, and I am. So I just stay here. Like that is a little hard to see, right? Like when they're overlapping like that. So that's why it would be best to try your best to get into position before, instead of just reacting to the orange. But okay, I'm gonna grab all these. Initiate turrets. Okay, so we got the side thingies again. Okay, so there's nothing on that side, so I'm just gonna dodge these ones. I'm standing in it. Am I gonna stay? Okay, so you get almost 50,000 and then a Vuln stack. Look at this side. Go to the shimmery one so you don't get hit. Okay, so now there's the knockback one. So I see that there, I'm just kind of like, okay, where are you guys going? Okay, I'm gonna stay here. And there's like a safe box here, so Cryle and Alice, you two. Okay, actually, yeah, Cryle went this way. I'm over here. Alice went that way. And yeah, okay, so that's fine. It looks like you do have a little bit of time to spread after the knockback. So ideally, people don't spread into the same spots, though. But it looks like the NPCs will stay still for this one. Nice wings, bro. Alright, this is a really big space, but there's treasure here and there's the ads over there. See, I was running over to see if maybe the door would open, but it didn't seem to open. You know, I did kind of rush through and like played Dawntrail as soon as it launched, like in early access, and I mean I played it through basically twice because I ran it on my main and also on Ghost, and so like while I acknowledge I did that, okay, so the door opens and then we get these two, but like you can't go any further, so it's kind of weird like that. You just gotta take care of these two here. While I did run the stuff, oh yeah, watch for these circle AVs. While I did run the stuff early, like a lot of other people, like it was exciting being part of like the early group. I think there's a part of me that still very much values going at your own pace and like not rushing through things just because other people are rushing through things. And so like there's definitely been moments since finishing the MSQ where people are like, okay, now I gotta do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and I'm just like, okay, cool, good for you. And I'm just not interested in those things. Okay, these two guys are kind of funny, they're huge. But here you actually can go through another door. So you can go through this door and go grab this huge turtle. Okay, watch out for the line AoE though. One does a huge line AoE, and then the other one is gonna do like a circle AoE. And then this auto mantoise is also gonna do a big move. Look at its boots! So cute. And it's got a little helmet. Well, it's a big helmet, but you know. That is so cute. You can get this as a mount actually. Okay, so the auto mantoise does a huge AoE. Alright, so lots to dodge here. Whoa, they all got hit with this, they didn't leave. Yeah, see, so there's circle AoEs here, and then the big one, big turtle, does a huge AoE. Wait, is auto mantoise? Auto matoise? So is that a turtle? Tortoise? Which is different than a turtle. Okay, I'm standing in this to see how much damage I get. Almost 30k. Oh, and there's also a bit of a knockback. Yeah. What I was trying to say is like, sometimes it's okay to go at your own pace. It's almost always okay to go at your own pace. You know, like there was a part of me that did want to go early because I was excited to see what new content there was, but that doesn't mean I always have to do all the new stuff and go do everything in order like everyone else. And so it's made me reflect again on like why I make all these guides and how it's like a very long, slow process to like describe everything that's happening for the most part, and then describe the mechanics and play out this entire thing. Like I could just skip through all the ad pulls, right? Like nothing too interesting happens at this point. Right? It's cute, look, but then you'd miss these boots. Yeah, you know, you'd miss the boots. But I guess I'm contemplating just the differences in the way that I do things and the people that resonate with the way that I kind of think and function. And I wouldn't go so far as to say that's worth celebrating. Like, I'm not really a cheerleader type person, but I do feel like there's still a lot of value in like being yourself and doing things that are comfortable for you and going at your own pace and enjoying yourself and not rushing. And so yeah, that's why I always say I hope these guides are useful or at least enjoyable to watch to pass the time with, because we sure do need more people in our lives who we feel like we can connect to, right? So I hope whatever value you get out of these videos, that value sustains you in a positive way. Okay, raid wide for this first one, the second wave. Overwhelming charge. Okay, so the boss is going to hold the lance up and then do a huge front AoE, cleave in the front. So you want to make sure that you're looking at where the boss is facing and then go to the back side. There we go. See, it's the big cleave in the front. Okay, psychokinesis On the sides of the stage are going to be these cages, and this one is lit up and is shaking a bit, and so that one is going to do a line AoE, and then a monster will come out. The other side also has its own boxes, and so that means there's going to be a line AoE here and also here, so the safe spot's going to be over here. And then after that, okay, see they get blasted. After that, the tank's gotta pick up these ads. Okay, so this thingy, we get knockbacks, well, just movement things. So if I'm on this thing, I'm gonna get pushed this way, probably into this thing. If I'm over here, I'm gonna get pushed this way, and so on, right? And so depending on whatever move the boss is about to do, we are going to adjust ourselves to position for that move. So extrasensory field. I think this is just to show the mechanic. Okay, so I'm down here. Oh, that's kind of funny because like I moved at the last second, but it registered where I was when the cast went off, and so I was in this one. I was in this one that goes this way, and then I just happened to move over. Yeah, so this first one is just showing, oh yeah, you'll be like moved across the stage and things like that. I was too slow on the arm's length. Okay, tank buster. So the next time the rotating or pushing floor thing happens, we're gonna get another mechanic. Okay, so here we go. The psychokinetic charge. This is the front cleave one. Okay, so that means I got to find a platform that will put me over here. So if I end up standing over here, I just gotta make sure I am over here enough to get pushed that way. If I'm over here, I'm gonna get pushed to the front, and then I'm gonna get hit with the cleave. So I stand back here a bit. Looks like they're here, and so they're probably gonna get tossed right at the edge. Okay, yeah, so they got right at the edge. So you can stand pretty close to the line, but you definitely don't want to be at the one where it just tosses you into the electricity. Okay, so now the cleave goes up. Okay, Electro Lance. This is a huge circle AoE to start, and then we're gonna get a bunch of other lines coming out of it. Okay, so watch here. Psychokinesis is kind of like we got these shimmery lines going around. So these are gonna do just line AoEs basically. I'm running, and I'm like, you know what? I need to find a spot. I think this might be okay. Wow, that was wild. I just barely got hit with that. I was really impressed with myself. Another place you can stand is, I mean, you can look where they're at. Like over here. They stood in this little corner because there was a line that went down here and a line that went here. And so the line AoE goes like this or something. And it's like this. And so there was a bit of a safe spot. Okay, see, so there's like the gap over here is a lot bigger, and so if you stand here, it should be okay. I have also run it where I think I stood here, or maybe I was over here, but like flipped. We'll look at the other footage. But when I was here, I was like, you know what? I think, okay, I was like slightly moving, and really, that was really lucky of me to have gotten that like that. I didn't get hit at all. You can see how proud of it I am, right? Okay, but also when this goes, when it comes back, like after all like the crisscross whatever, when this comes back, you can still get hit with this, which I did get hit with it once before. Okay, let's take a look at this one and see how we handled it over here. Okay. Oh yeah, so I stood here. Okay, so it went like this, and then it's gonna go this way. So that was okay, but in this configuration, let me see if I can catch it. See, the triangle goes like this, and so this line right here, a strip of light. Oh shoot, you can't see this one. Like over here, like there's a wider space here, so I was able to stand in the middle of that. Whereas in the other run, the NPCs stood over here, right? But you wouldn't be able to stand over here like that because that's where everything is like kind of connecting. And so on this side, it happened to be okay to stand here versus what they did over here. Okay, see, so it's the opposite on this side. On this run. The bigger gap is on this side. And so the safe spot can be over here instead of over here. If you stand over here, you're definitely going to get clipped because this thing expands like that. So you can try to stand a little bit closer, like right here, and hopefully that won't hit you. Oh, but then like this thing goes right through, and so if you go all the way to the back here, and then you can just stay and wait until everything is done moving, and then you don't have to even worry about the very last one. Okay, nearby cages. Okay, so we got this one, so the middle is not safe. And I gotta turn my camera to the other side. Okay, so the far one's not safe, so this front area is okay. Alright, so we gotta spread these AoEs. We're fine. Gotta grab those ads. Okay, psychic wave, it's raid wide. Okay, so psychokinetic shard is going to be a cleave over here, so I don't want to end up over there. So I was like, oh wait, no, this one. So this one goes this way. So if I stand here, I'll get pushed that way. Okay, nice, spread those AoEs. Raid wipe. Wow, nice, that looks nice. Okay. Electro lance thing, so get out of those areas and then prepare for those the crisscross line things. Okay, so here is the smaller side, so the safe side's over here. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna stand in this spot. Let's see if I get hit. Yeah, I'm gonna get hit. Okay, I got hit twice. 3 times. Four times? 3 times, just 3 times. If I stood a little bit more over there, I probably would have gone hit with that too. So that can be kind of dangerous. Wait, how much did each hit with? Okay, 20, 28, 35. Oh, because I got more vuln stacks. Yeah, so a regular non-tank would probably potentially die to that. Tank buster. Oh, okay, electrocution if you end up out here, so spicy dot. Probably more spicy because I got 3 stacks. Okay, this is the front cleave thing there. So you don't want to go there. I'm gonna get hit with that, and so... And then I got the AoE, and then I was like, wait a minute, I really don't want to die, we're so close to the end. Okay, so, but we're okay. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that in this expansion they had a lot of bosses in the dungeons and stuff that were familiar bosses from other regions. So the mechanics are also a bit similar to what we've seen in other expansions and stuff. Okay, hope that was useful. Goodbye.